Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. I'm Rory McKernan. Thanks, of course, to our live studio audience, or Russ Green. On the show today, Kristan Clever, the fittest woman on earth, is in the house. Also, her associate from Valley CrossFit, Katie Hogan, who happens to be fourth in the Southern California region. We're also joined by the Fugue boys to talk about science, numbers, and the open. Stick with us. We're going to have some fun. Guys, I'm Rory McKernan. I am in the presence of greatness, joined by number 4 in SoCal and the first place woman in the world, Katie Hogan and Kristan Clever. Ladies, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And both obviously representing Valley CrossFit.
Yes.
Valley is currently the top team, and we're representing, we got 3 of the top 5 in SoCal, ladies, and we've got 2 of the top 10 ladies in the world.
Yep.
Right? So talk to me, what is that atmosphere like? I mean, how does that happen?
It's really fun. It's very intense, but I think the fun is the most important part.
That's
Like,
what you see, yeah.
Definitely. Yep.
Hey, how so? I mean, what's going on? Like, just because you guys are all friends,
because
or
we want to be there,
Right.
keeping it fun.
We
keeping
don't
it light.
leave.
Yeah.
We're there all the time.
Yeah.
Workouts, hang out, everything. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
and that's not the atmosphere that you started in. So in 09, were you there?
09, I might have visited the
Okay,
gym.
you started to visit, and then
coming.
now you're in it though, and you're killing it. So has that stepped up your game, or do you attribute any of that to your success, kind of?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I couldn't have reached the intensity level on my own. There's something different. It's not just intensity level; it's a different energy.
Right.
So.
Just meaning like you say fun a lot, which I love. Right?
Yeah, it's
So
fun.
and you guys obviously clearly are good friends,
Yeah.
and Becca Boyd, who was already on the show. So is that part of it? I mean, you guys are literally.
I
just
mean,
enjoying
we
it?
like to train together. We like to push each other. You know, we'll do workouts that challenge each other, and not just like, oh, let's 3, 2, 1, go and race each other, but really, pushing. Almost as a team, how we can raise everyone's level together.
Okay,
Yeah.
hang out outside of the gym.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
Too
guys are
much.
just homies, right?
Yeah, it's awesome.
And
yeah.
one thing I found super interesting, your programming isn't like, dotted T's and cross T's and dotted I's, lowercase J's.
Yes,
But
exactly.
you guys aren't extremely well thought out, right? I mean, you kind of show up and you're like,
Well,
what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Yeah, it's not
there
planned a
is.
month in advance. I mean, we definitely are very
There's-
aware
there's
of
some
cycling
structure.
through. There's a little bit, yeah.
But yeah, as far as the day-to-day workout, it can kind of be on the fly.
You're not
creating
hardliners.
it.
You're not like, okay, cool, interesting. And you've seen a lot of success with that, obviously.
Yeah, keeps us on our toes.
Yeah.
Sure.
So does any of that change now? You're pre-qualified for the games, but you're going to compete on your team. You have to qualify now in regionals.
Yeah.
So are you changing that at all? Are you kind of dialing something in?
It's pretty much staying the same. There's a couple of, I'm trying to do strength programming. That's a little bit more regimented. But as far as the day-to-day, workout of the day, it's pretty much, I don't know what it's going to be till right before I do it. And
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you said it might be a little bit different for Kristan, but there's a difference between Katie, the coach, and then trying to still train Katie, the athlete.
Yeah, definitely. The balance for me, I think that this is probably something that a lot of people might experience, but just having that, I want to help all the athletes. We have a lot of competitors that are interested in either being on the team or competing next year, and trying to help raise their level, but at the same time, having to be a little bit selfish and making sure that I'm getting where I need to be. There is a time component. There is a date that I need to be at the top of my game. So kind of finding that balance in the day-to-day scene.
You are so selfish.
If only. I just give and give, yeah.
Let's talk about games. So Kristan started posting to CrossFit.com in 2007. Right, and then kind of walk me through that real quick. You said you started to compare yourself against times, and you played along in the 08 games.
Yeah, played along at home because they posted it on the main
There
site.
you
It was
go.
like, do this
Yep.
and do that and rest 3 hours in between, whatever it was.
And you knew where you would have placed. Where would you be in 08?
I would have been 13th.
Okay.
But on my own, not in the competition atmosphere
Sure.
or anything. So I thought that maybe there was a chance that if I had been there in the competition, I would have finished better. But overall numbers-wise, just plain old numbers-wise, 13th place.
Okay.
Which was, fantastic. I thought, geez, really awesome.
So it steps you up, motivates you a little bit, and you show up to 2009 SoCal sectionals, 6th place for Katie, and
Yep.
you were number 1 in SoCal.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a fun
See, I
weekend.
thought it was hot. And
It
was
was
that too,
hot,
but-
but mostly fun.
It was really cool.
So
Getting
came
to
from a
compete.
first place, and actually I remember that sort of like you guys are at Valley, like all the chicks in SoCal got together and they were like, hey, look, one of
Yeah.
us is bringing home some medal, right?
Yep.
That was our
the
idea.
SoCal 6.
The SoCal
turned into
6.
SoCal 7, but yeah.
Yeah.
it was great. Same kind of energy. We
Yep.
just wanted to train together and raise everyone's level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that camaraderie is awesome.
Yeah.
So then that takes you to the games, right? And it's your year, but you show up and you didn't get to the podium necessarily. You tied for third place. That tiebreaker put you into fourth place. How did that affect you?
I didn't even expect to do that well, so it was all a pleasant surprise, really.
Right.
It was great. I said right after it was over, oh, I can't wait to do this again. That's all I wanted to do, was to get there again and just go and do it again.
Yeah.
That's really all my focus was. And
And you guys were, I mean, like some people that like literally laid them on the floor. They were like, 09 games, oh my God, it was this brutal kind of beatdown. You were training 2 days later?
yeah, there's no time to lay down.
You didn't even take a little time to party? I mean, come
Oh
on.
no, we definitely
That's
partied.
included.
We partied now.
So last year, you killed it, right?
I did fairly well last year, I think.
There's the
Remember, where did
modesty right there.
Oh, right, first place. Did you like this? Was it your favorite experience with the games?
And, it was the best experience in a different way. Aromas was the best experience in its own way, and
Okay.
the games at the Home Depot Center was the best experience in a different way.
Okay.
It just
Can you kind of put your finger on it, like just because it was such a different
I
atmosphere?
think the atmosphere and the level of competition.
Yeah. Did you like the Home Depot Center?
Yes.
I thought that was
yes.
cool, like the sandbag event and
So
the
cool.
wheelbarrow
Under
thing.
the lights on Friday night. So awesome.
Really?
So awesome.
And coming out of that tunnel.
Yeah.
So does
great.
it make you hungry for it? Like you?
I'm always hungry for it. But it makes me excited to experience that again, and with faces that are familiar that we've competed
Right.
against already, and then new faces. I know that we're going to get a lot of new competitors this
Yeah.
year, and I
Yeah,
can't wait to
definitely.
see what they're able to do.
Do you believe that the Open is going to be a pretty strong indicator of what we're going to see at the games? Both of you. Katie, what do you think?
Yeah, we've talked about that. I think sometimes it's tough because you don't know exactly how the standards are being upheld, and things can change on game day. Some people perform better in the safety of their own home.
Sure.
Others perform better out on the competition floor.
Is she an example?
So
Katie performs like nothing you've ever seen in the gym.
Right.
Once she gets into competition, it's different.
yeah,
It's
Yeah.
totally
apparently I
different.
hold back a lot in the gym.
Yeah.
No, but I think there are a lot of athletes like that you can't count someone out necessarily.
Yep.
Can't count anybody
My
out.
numbers won't necessarily stack me up against Becca Voigt, but then in certain competition settings we can be neck and neck.
You
so
step it up, and you've got a competitive background with volleyball, so
Right.
maybe that plays into that.
yeah, definitely. I would much rather be in the game setting than
Yeah.
practice setting.
Yeah. Now, I have to ask you, and it's your favorite question ever, right? You're tied for first place in the Worldwide Open competition with Annie Torresdottir. What do you think about that?
It's an honor to be able to compete with an athlete of her caliber.
Is that your competition at the games?
Everybody is, it's not about. Yeah, of course, everybody talks about that. I'm so sick of hearing it. But I appreciate that everybody cares about it. But
Yeah.
but honestly, it's not about that for me. It's not about competing with any one person.
Yeah.
It's the whole experience.
Yeah. Well, and
So-
hopefully understands because there's so much respect and adoration of you guys. Like as athletes, it's amazing to watch you guys, and looking forward to it again this year. So cannot
Definitely.
wait to see you guys compete again. And good luck to both of you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
We'll be right back.